Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this micro session for Wellness Wednesday. We are the Washington State EAP, and this is our fourth session in the December 2024 series. Today, we're focusing on cultivating positive self-talk. So let's go ahead and get started. Positive self-talk directly impacts how we perceive challenges and approach problem solving. It acts as an internal motivator, helping us to stay calm, stay focused, and solution-oriented, even in stressful situations. Our inner dialogue sets the tone for how we view ourselves and the world, influencing everything from our confidence to how we respond to adversity. When we shift our internal dialogue from criticism to encouragement, we open the door to resilience and growth. Positive self-talk isn't about ignoring problems or sugarcoating reality. It's about maintaining a balanced perspective and focusing on what we can control. This shift allows us to handle setbacks more effectively, turning obstacles into opportunities for learning and improvement. This session focuses on helping you identify and challenge unhelpful thoughts, reframe them into constructive messages, and practice new patterns of thinking. Over time, these changes build a healthier mindset, boost confidence, and enhance our overall well-being. Negative self-talk often appears in common thought patterns like catastrophizing, self-criticism, or all or nothing thinking. For example, catastrophizing might sound like everything will go wrong, while all or nothing thinking could manifest as if I fail once, I will never succeed. These patterns are not only discouraging, but can also limit our ability to see possibilities and take action. Such negative thoughts are often rooted in fear or past experiences where similar situations led to undesired outcomes. While these patterns are natural and even protective in some cases, they can undermine confidence and progress when left unchecked. Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward changing them. Awareness is definitely key. When you notice these thoughts, try to pause and label them. Acknowledging them helps to diffuse their power. Once you're aware of these patterns, you're better equipped to interrupt them and shift toward more balanced, constructive thinking. Reframing involves replacing negative statements with constructive ones, transforming self-blame into self-compassion and hopelessness into empowerment. For example, instead of saying, I can't do this, reframe the thought as, this is challenging, but I can take it one step at a time. This approach acknowledges the difficulty while reinforcing your ability to persist. Reframing allows us to focus on growth rather than perfection. It's not about dismissing the struggle, but about viewing it through a lens of possibility. Each reframe is an opportunity to affirm your resilience and capability, reminding yourself that challenges are a part of the learning process. The key is consistency. With practice, reframing becomes a habit, replacing unhelpful narratives with positive, empowering ones. Over time, the shift builds confidence and it equips you to face challenges with clarity and courage. Affirmations are simple yet powerful tools for rewiring your mindset. These are positive statements that reinforce your strengths, values, and goals. For example, repeating, I am resourceful and capable of solving problems, can shift your perspective during moments of doubt, helping you focus on your abilities rather than your fears. To make affirmations effective, they should be specific and personally meaningful. Broad or generic statements might feel insincere, whereas targeted affirmations resonate on a deeper level. For instance, you could try saying, I am learning and growing every day. This could serve as a daily reminder of your progress and your potential. Consistency is needed to using affirmations effectively. By repeating them daily, you reinforce neural pathways associated with positive thinking, and this gradually replaces negative self-talk. And over time, affirmations help create a foundation of self-confidence and a more optimistic outlook. Gratitude is also a powerful way to shift your mindset. It enables you to focus on what's going rather than fixing on setbacks. By consistently practicing gratitude, whether through journaling, reflection, or conversations, you create a positive feedback loop that improves your overall perspective and mental health. Surrounding yourself with positive influences, such as supportive people and uplifting environments, also reinforces this mindset. Positivity is contagious, and spending time with those who encourage and inspire you can help maintain focus on growth and possibilities. Finally, remember that progress matters more than perfection. Celebrate even the smallest steps forward as they reinforce your effort and persistence. Over time, the shift toward positivity builds resilience, self compassion, and the ability to navigate challenges with confidence. So, let's put this into practice. I want you to go ahead and think of a recent negative thought that you've had. We're going to go ahead and work on constructing that into a self-compassion statement with a growth mindset. And then we're going to practice actually using that statement. But let's look at this a bit more deeply, step by step. So, we are going to identify our negative thought. In my scenario, we're preparing for a big presentation. And my negative thought is, what if I mess up and everyone notices? So I've identified my thought. I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to write it down. By writing it down, we're externalizing that thought, and we make it easier to evaluate because it's no longer just living in our head. It's something there on paper, and it's something we can just focus on. Now that I've had that down on paper, I can take the moment to reflect on how that negative thought is impacting me. So I might ask myself some questions like, how does this thought make me feel? How does it affect my ability to prepare or perform well? So in this case, I might feel anxious or unqualified. I might even feel sick to my stomach, and I'm probably going to doubt my ability to do this. And those are the thoughts that are going to keep me from doing well. So I want to reframe that thought. And we're going to do this by first acknowledging the fear or concern behind the thought. Well, it's natural to worry about making mistakes, but, and here comes the reframe, we want to create a constructive statement that reflects self-compassion and a growth mindset. So we'll change it to, I've prepared for this and I'll do my best. Mistakes are a part of growth and they don't define me. And now I'm going to practice this. So saying the positive statement out loud, slowly, and with intention. I've prepared for this, and I'll do my best. Mistakes are a part of growth. And if time allows, and I'm comfortable doing so, I'll repeat this several times to internalize this message. This helps replace the negative narrative with a constructive one. And if you're someone who remembers VHS tapes, it's just like re-recording over an old movie. We want something new, so we just re-record over it. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to reflect on that reframe. And what we're going to do is we're going to ask ourselves some more questions. How does this new thought make me feel? How does it change my approach? In this case, how does it change the approach to my presentation? Well, I'm feeling a bit calmer. I feel a bit more confident. Now I feel a bit more focused on sharing my ideas, and I'm not so worried about my mistakes. And to make sure that I have this new narrative throughout my presentation, I'm going to write down my reframed thought and I'll keep it visible during my preparation. If possible, I'll write it on a sticky note, maybe keep it on my computer, set it in my phone as a reminder, write it down on the palm of my hand if I have no other choice. I'm just going to do something to help keep it at the forefront of my mind. And then later on in the future, if I need to, I can use it as an affirmation anytime self-doubt creeps in. I might even modify it to be a little shorter, to be something like, I've prepared and I'm capable of doing my best. So it's this quick, simple, step-by-step example of reframing a negative thought into a positive thought and how we can use it as an affirmation. So as we close our time together today, I want to just remind you of a few things. Positive self-talk is a skill that takes practice. It's not going to happen overnight. We're going to have to take our time. We're going to have days where it works really, really well, and other days where it's going to take a bit more practice, and we're probably not going to do as well. And that's okay. On those days, just say, you know what? I did the best I could and move on. Remember to be patient and compassionate with yourself because, again, it's a learning process. And remember that small changes in self-talk can lead to lasting improvements. So thank you again for joining us here today in this fourth session for our December Wellness Wednesday series. The Washington State EAP appreciates the time you've taken out of your schedule, and we hope you have a good one. Bye.